All right, starting lineup. We've got Rowan, McCoy, and somebody not wearing the proper jersey. Who's wearing Odin's jersey? Quinn. Okay. Quinn rocking the Howe jersey today. A little throwback to Gordie Howe maybe, or perhaps it came out of Odin's bag. So Quinn's out there with McCoy and Rowan. Dawgs win the faceoff in their defensive zone. Look to clear. Run around the boards, pick it up, and bounces over the stick of Dylan. Hunter, they get in there. He's going to break up the 2-on-1, take it in behind his own net. Harvey not moving at all. Hunter, puck gets stopped.
All right, let's go, boys.
And offsides is called. No, actually, they are going to call a penalty.
Let's go, Miners. Let's get one.
Roughing on
Matt.
just a weird collision with Hunter right here in the middle as he went to move. Just caught an elbow, it looked like maybe in the chest. Offensive zone face-off on the Ice Miners power play. Little miscommunication between the defense there. Jackson swinging from it from his knees. Dawgs come out with it though. Stay on sides. Hard angle shot's gonna go wide, bounce around behind the net. Off the sideboards, they control it, dump it back in. On the penalty kill, the Dawgs giving a little bit of room there for McCoy to set up behind his own net. Breaking out with speed, he's got Rowan up front, Quinn breaking into the zone as well. McCoy moves to the outside, hard shot from the corner. Goalie's able to steer it into back of the net and it bounces back and he freezes it for an offensive zone face-off on this power play. See the second power play line for the Ice Miners made up of Wes, Daniel, and Rocky. Dylan and Hunter back there on the points. I'd love to see that puck come back to Dylan. We saw him score from high in the slot yesterday. Be good to get that again. Oh, great redirect from a low angle shot. Rockford making the goalie need to make a save. Dawgs control it behind their net, trying to kill time. Puck comes back. Comes to Hunter on the point. He steps in the middle. Hard, high shot. It's going to bounce off a couple things in people. Dawgs defense kicking it forward, though, and they are going to clear the zone. Good pressure by Daniel to force that puck away. Dylan chases it into the corner. Looks to control. Dawgs turn, cycle, throw it towards the net. It goes wide and cycles around the back. Hunter regroups. Does a deke move to beat one. Rocky stays on side. Hunter's gonna move, turn, open his legs, high, hard shot. Goes just over the net. Might have thought that came off the Dawgs goaltender's glove and went in. Oh, loose in front. Dawgs doing a great job clearing it. And they come out of the box. They've got somebody in front. They make the pass to him. Dylan doing a great job to come back on the back check and not let the Dawgs get in there and get a good quality shot. Comes around the boards. Rocky's gonna touch it. Goes into center ice where Dawgs regroup. Dawgs creating some room and space. Hunter's gonna force him to the outside. He's gonna look for that centering pass. Oh, had somebody wide open on the back door. Shot goes just wide. Dawgs holding it in the corner. They're looking pretty sharp with their discipline here. Shot from high. Rockford blocks it. Kicks it forward for Wes. Wes is in alone on a breakaway. Stick handles, moves. Oh, Carter with a save. Maybe. Ref says no goal, but I think that's probably in there. And that's Wes's point, is that it's deep, deep in the net.
Good hustle, Wes. Good hustle.
Ref says no goal. We're going to be an offensive zone face-off. Great opportunity by Wes. Good job by Rockford for standing up and blocking that shot and getting the breakout right off of his shin pad. McCoy taking this face-off, wins it back. Battling for the puck as it's loose in the zone here. Seamus stepping back, matching speed, trying to keep the Dawgs to the outside. They get around, they're going to work towards the middle. Harvey with a glove save off the stick, bounced it into the corner. Clearing attempt up to McCoy. Dawgs do keep it in. Seamus doing a great job playing the body, but not taking a penalty there as he goes in behind his own net. He's going to stick handle, hopefully find an outlet pass along the boards. Great east-west pass to McCoy. He's got Bridger up ahead. They're going to enter the zone together with speed. McCoy moves to the middle, hard shot, goes just wide after the goaltender sprawled out and kicked it with his skate. Quinn battling, it does come out. Bounces the point, Seamus forces it back in. McCoy with a step move to find the middle of the ice, puts it to his forehand. Shot gets stifled by the Dawgs defense as they regroup behind the net. McCoy not giving the Dawgs any room, so they have to force it up and out. It escapes Seamus. Jackson's gonna go and chase that down. No icing. Hard pass up the boards, just escapes Bridger, and that's gonna go down for an icing. Park City creating a couple opportunities here. Dawgs doing a really good job of taking their time, using discipline and setting up in the zone, getting a couple quality looks there. Great job by Park City defense though, every breakout. Lots and lots of pressure on the puck, not allowing them to get quality shots. Wes Goldberg in the face-off dot. Moves back to the center. Rowan's able to pick it up. Rowan's gonna go around the outside. Throws it to the middle, just escapes the stick of Quinn there. Right? Rowan with it. Pass over to Dylan, high in the slot. Dylan with a hard shot. It's gonna bounce off a couple people off the goaltender's mask and drops out just wide. Dawgs go for the breakout. Dylan with some pressure along the boards though. Slows him up enough that Rowan can collect it. Rowan's gonna turn and try to get a look up the boards. Sees the open ice, he moves along, goes inside. Centering pass attempt, gets stopped in front by the Dawgs, but the Dawgs actually put it on net. Goaltender was on top of it with his pad there. Puck in the corner for the Dawgs, clearing attempt stifled by Rowan. Rowan loses his footing though and Dawgs collect. Dylan's gonna turn, it's a race. Great job by West. Oh! Hunter almost spun that into our own net, but luckily it just went wide. Centering attempt by the Dawgs, they had somebody on the back door for the one-timer. Bounces just past his stick though. Dylan battling for it in the corner. Nobody high on the point, so the Dawgs, just bounces over the Dawgs stick though, and that did not come out. Hunter applying pressure. Dawgs able to set up in our zone here for a little while. They've had some offensive zone time here. Hunter's gonna do the breakout by himself, not able to make it out clean though. Two Dawgs players on him and take the puck. Nobody out front watching that Dawgs player. Somebody needs to pick that Dawgs player up. We're gonna take a penalty there. Gonna call it a rough. I think Dylan Connell's gonna go to the box. That looked like board play to me. Ref may be given a little bit of instruction on how he can improve and do something different. It's always appreciated, all about learning. Park City penalty kill, again, they've been perfect so far this tournament. So far here in the first with 7 minutes and 9 seconds left, 0-0 game. The Dawgs have been able to set up in our zone a few times. Let's see if they can do so on the power play and create that extra space with the man advantage. Dawgs with it in the corner, pass the middle. Blocker saved by Harvey, redirects it into the corner on the one-time attempt. Dan Cho with great pressure. He's gonna force that out to the middle, move it to McCoy. Dawgs are on him though, unfortunately coming back in the zone with speed. Let's see if Seamus can keep it to the outside. Goes for a centering pass, but two ice miners sticks, not allowing that puck to come out. Does come to the point. Dawgs look for a high, hard shot, goes wide. McCoy battling for it in the corner, the ref kind of in the way. Seamus is gonna hold. Reverse cycle, McCoy trying to come out with it, but the Dawgs force it back in. Strong drive to the front. Harvey's got his pad tied up on the post. Harvey doesn't like it when people are anywhere near his crease, but I do not respect him taking a blocker to somebody's shin there. That wasn't okay either. We'll have a conversation about that on the car ride home. Dawgs with 40 seconds left on his power play. I think maybe 2 shots so far on this bid. Dawgs win the face-off, draw it back to the corner. Harvey gloves it for another face-off. Bit of a switch up. We're going to pull Hunter out here to join Jackson on defense. Dawgs with it again. Went to the same guy. Great job by Rowan there to block the shot and then break out with it. The other guy has about 8 inches on. Oh, come on. That's got to be something there. Targeting. No call. We'll deal with it. Dawgs looking to break out. Oh, what a great job by Jackson to just pick the puck right off of it, turn and dump it back in. That should wind down the power play for the Dawgs as Dylan's coming out in 4, 3, 2, 1. Another penalty kill by the Ice Miners. Comes up high to Hunter. Hunter turns. Didn't get the shot off. West with good pressure to force it back in. West holding it in along the boards. He comes out with it. Tries to move it to Rowan in the corner. Rowan's going to turn. He has somebody out in front. Goes for the centering pass. Comes up high. Oh, Hunter not quite able to get that shot off. Neutral zone, regroup here. Leaves the puck to Jackson. Jackson reverses, dumps it back in. That's going to get called for icing. 5:05 in the first. And it's still a 0-0 game. I'd say shot attempts are about equal. We don't have a shot clock counter on this scoreboard. But if I was doing quick mental math, I'd say they're really close to even. McCoy taking this defensive zone faceoff, draws it back. Bridger crashes into the circle to pick the puck up, tries to move it up the boards, but Dawgs force it back in. Hunter recovers, spins it around. Bridger taking a page out of Rowan's book and passes it to himself off the boards, but Dawgs are able to get it and collect in the neutral zone. They turn to come back in, but 4 Ice Miners already in defensive position to stop that bid. Hunter turns, moves it up the boards. Bridger with it, clears the zone, McCoy actually has it. Bridger moving with him. McCoy drives down into the corner, looks for a centering pass, throws it out in front. Not quite able to throw it towards the net, but what a great setup. 2 Ice Miners there for that shot as the pass came apart. Back and forth hockey as the Dawgs come back into the zone, moves to the middle. Pad save by Harvey. McCoy collects the rebound, slows it down a little bit and creates some space. He's got Bridger up here. I'd love to see just a quick pass and then skate hard. There it is. Bridger's going to touch it, no icing. Good dumping attempt to get the change for Ice Miners here. And Bridger applying pressure to keep it in the zone as the fresh legs come out. We've got Daniel and Wes already putting pressure on the Dawgs. Dylan holds it into the point, but Dawgs chip it past. Hunter drives him into the corner. Dawgs covering the puck with their hand there. That should, in theory, be a stop and play. But they're going to keep moving. Dawgs with it behind the net. Good pressure from Dylan. Not letting that pass come across. Goes through the crease and wide. Rocky along the boards. Tries to chip it forward for Daniel. Daniel moves it forward. Not quite into the zone, though, so we have to hit the brakes. Rocky's going to recollect. Dump it in from the center ice. Daniel trying to chase it in and apply some pressure. Dawgs blow a tire behind the net. Comes up to the point. West stops it, circles back through. Dawgs are on him. Excellent job by the Ice Miners forwards to come and back check and apply pressure from behind the Dawgs players they enter the zone when they're staring at nothing but the Ice Miners defense here. Daniel skates it in, takes it into the zone, takes his time, fires a hard shot about 2 feet high and wide. Comes around on the boards. That's going to go all the way down for icing. And 2:40 left now in the first period. Still a 0-0 bid. Daniel loves to see the confidence of him just taking the time, looking up, finding a spot, and taking that shot. Just needs to lower it a little bit, and that could have had a great opportunity. Defensive zone change, or a defensive pair change. Hunter and Dylan coming out. Dawgs cycle back into their corner, try to take it behind the net, bouncing puck. Rowan's able to push it around the corners. Ice Miners trying to regroup. Puck battle. Hunter hard from the point. Bounces off the Dawgs defense. That was a great opportunity. Dawgs out with it. Could have a 3-on-2 as they come in with speed. Dylan's going to push him into the corner. They go for the centering pass. Great job by McCoy on the back check to intercept that centering attempt. Takes a whack and then makes a brilliant pass to Rowan. Rowan's gonna cycle in, looking for something in the middle, hard, or low angle shot up high. Dawgs goalie able to redirect it into the corner. Dawgs go to clear it, but Dylan keeps it in, turns, throws it towards the corner. Rowan with it in behind. He's got pressure, but creates time and space. Chips it off the boards, finds Dylan. Dylan with a hard shot, blocked by the defense, but Dylan keeps it in. Dawgs coaches throwing their arms over the bench and stuff as we're trying to play. Don't love that. Dylan throws it in again. Dawgs defense able to move it, but not control. Come on, that's gotta be a trip. No call there. Cycles around the boards. Dylan not sure if he's gonna apply pressure or give space. He gives a little bit of space and stops the Dawgs as they try to go for that zone entry. They do have somebody on the far side. He goes, jumps it into the corner. Little reverse move there. I thought Quinn was going to come out with it, but then he left it for Hunter. Hunter's going to move up the ice. Great stick move here as we've got a 3-on-1. Hard high shot, drives off the goalie's shoulder into the corner. Park City still with it as the, well, nope, Dawgs take it and come out of their zone. Great back and forth hockey here. Never a dull moment as we just go back and forth, back and forth. Wish we had a tracker on some of these kids to see how many miles of skating they're going to do today. Seamus collects it from the corner, clears out to the neutral ice, and that's going to dump in for an offsides.
Keep it up, boys. Keep it up.
Neutral zone face-off. 36 seconds left in the first period. West lines up for the face-off, draws it back to Seamus. Seamus is going to stick handle and retreat a little bit into his zone, move it off the boards. Great board pass to try and move that to Oliver. Dawgs player diving to chip that off the stick, though, and turn back and come the other way. Fluff shot, gets caught up in Jackson. Oh, Jackson with a great spin move. It got caught up in his skates, but to turn around and knock that away with his stick just before the Dawgs picked it up. The ref wasn't sure if that was onside, onside. He was doing all sorts of safety dances. Seamus does a great job to drive that puck into the corner. Centering pass comes up to the point. Dawgs players has lots of room and time. Somebody get in front of it. Redirect. Harvey drives the rebound into the corner. And that's going to do it for the first period.
Will you say what a back check and a forward check is?
Yeah. So Teresa was just asking to define back checks and forward checks. So a back check would be coming into our defensive zone when they have the puck. Our forwards are going to skate harder back towards that player that's moving forward them. So they're behind them, back check, and they're going to try and check that puck off of their stick. A forecheck is going to be when they being the Dawgs, have the puck in their own defensive zone and they're looking to come out. And a forecheck is going to be when our forwards go in and apply pressure to not let them come out. So a forecheck is really to try and create pressure in our offensive zone. A back check is the forward's effort to come and help defensive in our defensive zone. And forecheck, back check, and pay check. Those are my favorite kind of checks. So. But yeah, our forwards are doing a phenomenal job. Especially, I'd say McCoy is probably the best at it. Coming back and helping out on defense. He always has a stick in a passing lane, trying to help out on the breakout for the Dawgs.
When somebody goes up, he always falls back to me.
Yep.
He does a great job. I think at 10, they're still figuring out, but very important.
Well, and that's a pretty modern change in hockey. It used to be very much that you had 3 forwards and 2 defensemen. And a defenseman would very rarely move all the way into the offensive zone, especially never be behind the opposing player's net. Hockey's changing in a way that's kind of, instead of one player plays one position, F1 moves in. So Dylan could move in and represent F1 and be behind their net, and that just means a forward has to move back and help out on defense. It's becoming a much more dynamic game. Great word. Ice Miners dumping around behind their own net. Dawgs able to slow him down, but not stop him. Dylan, great job throwing that puck up. It's caught up somewhere. It's loose. Oh, what a move by Harvey to get over and get square and make that stop. Nobody really knew where the puck was except for the one Dawgs player that tried to take that shot. Rowan moves it forward. He's got time and space. He's got somebody on the other side. Oh, Dawgs with a back check there to break up that offensive attempt. Dawgs looking for time. Makes a pass to the lead forward. He steps in the middle. Harvey with another stop, and he's going to freeze that puck. I think the Dawgs player that was sitting there in the face-off dot and had all that time as the puck bounced over was seeing nothing but daylight, and then Harvey slid over last second to make that stop. Great play after Dylan broke up their initial attempt, and the puck must just have bounced over to that open man. Defensive zone face-off. Ice Miners try to win it back to the corner. Seamus tried to clear it up to the boards. Sprawling save on a backhand attempt by the Dawgs high in the slot. Rocky moves along the boards, chips it forward. That gives West some time and space. West with wheels, moves to the middle, stick handles, goes just wide. Didn't quite get the shot off as the puck drifted past his stick. We're going to apply some pressure though. Bridger with it from the corner, throws it to the middle, comes back to Seamus. Seamus, load up and shoot, load up and shoot. Seamus dumps it around, rims in behind the boards. West in a battle for it. 2 Dawgs players, 2 Ice Miners. Rocky chips it to the forward or to the front. Dawgs intercept. Seamus backing up, trying to keep that Dawgs player to the outside. They move it to the center ice. They're going to dump it in on the backhand. Jackson's going to regroup behind the net in the corner. Reverses. Dawgs players, though, saw that pass coming and intercept it. West throws it out, but a Dawgs player held on the point, turns, hard shot, redirect. Harvey with there to make the save and freeze it again. Good pressure there by the Dawgs here in the second period with 11 minutes, 3 seconds left. That's got to be probably their 5th shot on net already this second period. Coming out hungry. Defensive zone face-off, comes back. Bridger drives to the middle. Dawgs intercept it, try to move to the middle. Dylan gets in the way and keeps it along the side. Battling for the puck in the corner. Dawgs come away with it and drive it behind the net. Looking for a centering pass. Centering bid stopped by Hunter. Dylan collects it and he's going to try and move it out of the zone. It does come out. Back in for an offsides on the Dawgs. Center ice face-off. That usually implies that an incorrect call was made, but I don't think that was the case, but is what it is. Dawgs win the face-off, drive it forward, stick handles, throws a shot wide, in behind the net. Hunter's going to try and pick it up. Dawgs have somebody out in the middle, nobody covering. Oh, great job by Quinn to come on forward, or Oliver, sorry, to come forward and stop that pass. Dawgs with it again. So much pressure. McCoy and Hunter both battling the Dawgs player. McCoy comes out with it. With speed, he's going to drive down towards the net. Moves to the middle. Oh, Dawgs player is able to kick it off the stick. Dawgs try and clear. Oliver in the way of it, though, not letting it go. Goes for a backhand pass to the middle. Bounces off a Dawgs defenseman, and they turn and come back the other way. Hunter tries to drive him to the outside. Great job by Dylan to stop that centering pass. Dawgs with it in the corner. McCoy battles, getting his body leaned into, but he moves the puck forward for Oliver. That's going to barely stay in. Dawgs dump it in, but Hunter and Dylan work together to not let the shot go through. Coach Matt's calling for a reload. Ideally, Hunter's going to control that puck and just kill time. He had control of it. All right, offsides on the Ice Miners. Pretty nuanced rule. So offsides means the player comes into the zone before the puck does. However, if a player wants to skate backwards into the zone and their feet can enter the zone first, as long as they have control of the puck, that is allowed. West moves it back to Jackson. Jackson bounces with it in the neutral zone. Great pass up to Quinn. Quinn's going to drive down the side of the net. West crashing to the net, bounces back. Jackson loads up the shot, bounces off a couple defensive players for the Dawgs. West regroups, cycles, moves towards the middle, throws a shot, but blocked wide by defense. Quinn and West battling for it down in the corner. Dawgs breaking out with a little bit of speed, though. Could have an odd man advantage. Rowan comes back and breaks up that bid, though, with a great back check. We learned about that during the intermission. Rowan spins, does a diving pass. Quinn's moving, he's got West moving in the middle. He's looking for that centering pass, takes the time, go! Shot goes just wide. West turns, throws it back towards the net. Doesn't go very deep. Seamus regroups, he's gonna turn and look, hopefully for a pass here. Bounces it hard off the boards, great angular pass to Quinn. Oh, Quinn just loads up a slap shot and Dawgs laying on the ice. Oh, we could have a breakaway attempt. Nope, West is definitely gonna skate faster than him. West turns, drives the pass to himself. And offsides again on the Dawgs. 7:58 in the second, and it's been a lot of Dawg shots, but Park City's not laying down and taking it lightly either. Lots of defensive zone, great plays on the Ice Miners' chance. Not a lot of offensive zone chances though. I think we maybe have 2 shots in the period in total for us. McCoy neutral zone face-off, battles for it, comes back to the Dawgs players. Unfair drop, I believe is what they're calling. Yep. So if the puck bounces unfairly, they can call for a redraw of the face-off, or if a player whacks it with their stick as the ref drops it before it hits the ice. Both of those would result in just a... Wow, Hunter trying to move around him. There's no call there, buddy. That was all on you. Dylan dumps it to the middle. I hope he's all right. He's going to hop up. That was going to be a cool move if he pulled it off. He's been playing a lot of NHL 2026, I think. Oh, great centering attempt there by McCoy to throw it out front. Seeing some emotions boil over in front of the net. A couple of cross checks and maybe some exchanges of words. I don't think they're talking about where they hide their candy. McCoy for this face-off. He's got Seamus and Jackson back on the points. Pucks come back off of Daniel's stick. Daniel tries to turn for a backhand attempt, but Dawgs stop it. They move it back. Great job by Jackson to work together there and pick that puck up. They dump it in. Dawgs are going to regroup behind their net. Look for an outlet pass along the boards. Oh, right to Rocky in the middle. He's going to turn. Fire. McCoy picks up the shot. Bounces it off a couple of Dawgs players. He's got 2 Dawgs players on him, and he's still going to come out with the puck. Rocky throws it to the middle. Dawgs defense almost tipping in on their own net. McCoy applying pressure. It does come out to the neutral zone. Bounces back to Jackson. Jackson's going to look to bounce it or Korean it off the boards. Rocky, McCoy, and Jackson all working together to put pressure on here. Seamus to see if he can keep the zone. Great job, Seamus! Still in the zone. Rocky, it's right at the feet of Rocky. McCoy comes and picks it up, slips past him. We have a 2-on-1. McCoy moves in the middle, hard shot, glove save by the Dawgs goaltender. Great opportunity created by Seamus, applying some pressure to hold the blue line. Made a big offensive difference. Let's see if Seamus can make this defensive play along the boards. He does not let the Dawgs player come away free. Great job by the Ice Miners defense here. Jackson's moving around in front as the Dawgs set somebody up on the back door. He comes around, tries to get a clearing pass. It's going to get stopped by the Dawgs, though. Dawgs throw it forward. Seamus with it again. Great job by McCoy to let that soft pass come from Seamus and dumps it in. No icing. Daniel's going to keep pressure on, letting some fresh legs come out. Puck's bouncing around. Nobody really controlling it. High backhand attempt, Claire. Hunter picks it up and takes it back into our defensive zone, looks for some open ice. Backhand of bounce pass gets intercepted by the Dawgs and they hold it in the zone. Park City trying to force it up the boards to get a clear, but the Dawgs are there on the point. Hard high shot goes really wide. Hunter picks it up. Great pass to Bridger. Bridger stick handles, dumps it back in for Oliver to go and chase. Dawgs bounce it off the boards. Oh, Hunter gets his pocket picked from somebody behind him that I'm not sure he knew was there. Couple whacks at it, and that's going to be offsides again on the Dawgs. 4:57 in the second. Still a 0-0 game. It's been a call of goaltenders so far. Do a goaltender swap for the Ice Miners. Harvey standing on his head through the first 1.5 periods. Odin, he's been on fire this whole tournament. See if we can keep it locked down here. West taking this neutral zone face off. Moves it forward for Bridger to chase down. Dawgs puts some pressure on the Dawgs as they turn and cycle it back in front. Dylan and Hunter doing a great job not letting any real zone entry for the Dawgs. They skate down to the corner. Angled shot, Odin redirects it into the corner. West is there to pick it up. He's got Bridger up on the point. They're gonna move in together for a 2-on-1. West with speed. Drives down into the corner. Goes for a centering pass bid, bounces off the side of the net, and the Dawgs are able to collect, but it's gonna stay in. Bridger dumps it to Hunter. Hunter turns, fires, hard shot from up high. Bounces off a defensive player of the Dawgs, and they hold it behind the net. Good pressure here by Oliver and Daniel to try and hold it in. Not Daniel, West. Dylan battling for it to keep it in, bouncing off of all the players. Oliver throws it to the middle. Hunter tries for a one-timer, and the Dawgs player just lifts his stick at the last second. Dawgs come into the zone, move to the middle, hard shot goes just wide. Bounces off the backboard and in behind the net. Dylan recollects. Hunter holds it, finds some open space. He's gonna skate it up the boards. We've seen him skate it out quite a bit. I'd love to see him find that pass to an offenseman, but he's gonna do it on his own, moves to the middle. Leaves to Bridger. Bridger's gonna control it, moves it to the middle. Dawgs come out with it though. Dawgs skating out. McCoy trying to drive him to the middle. Low angle shot goes in behind the net. Dylan recollects it on the board. He's gonna try and trip it free. Moves through it. Dylan moving 3 Dawgs players with him as they go through. Dylan turns, takes a hard fired shot. McCoy's gonna chase it down. Backhand bid, shoulder save by the Dawgs goaltender as McCoy just threw a backhand out of nowhere. See lots of shoulder brushing by both teams here. Seamus chases it back in, 2 minutes 40 left in the second period. Seamus looks for an outlet pass, moves it along the boards, 2 Dawgs players there to intercept. Battle along the boards for the loose puck. Centering pass gets picked off by Jackson. Jackson got time and space. Great pass to Rowan. Rowan's gonna stick handle a few times, move to the middle, hard high shot. Rowan stuck in the net. Whether it's the puck or himself, Rowan's gonna get something in the net today. Rowan moves to the middle, he's gonna skate the circle. He's got 2 players out in front, centering pass, intercepted by the Dawgs. Keep the pressure, keep the pressure. McCoy doing a great job battling for it. Not letting the Dawgs get any sort of passes out. Both teams getting a little bit of liberty there of some pushing, some shoving. Seamus with great pressure there to hold the zone. Ice Miners setting up here. This is the longest sustained pressure we've had since the first period. It does finally come out, but they can't control it. Rowan's limbs move in the weirdest ways as he sprawls and chips that puck away. Not sure a body's meant to move in those directions, but he gets up with energy every time. Dawgs have it, look for the clearing pass. They've got somebody back there. That's gonna go down for icing though. Dawgs sneaking a player in behind our defense. I'm not sure we knew he was there until the pass was almost on his stick. We luck out and it bounced pass for an icing. 1:12 in the second, 0-0 bid. West of the offensive zone face-off draw. Dylan's ready for it. Draws it back to him. Dylan with his hard shot. Goes high and wide. Daniel's gonna try and regroup it along the corner. Pokes the puck back. Hunter skates back, throws it in. Couple redirects. Rocky trying to get a stick on the redirect. Dawgs come out with it. They do have a player back. Hard shot. Odin redirects it into the corner. Daniel's going to try and move that rebound out. Create some space. Hunter comes with it. Hunter unhitching the trailer and skating through his speed. Moves to the middle, has it on the backhand. Dawgs chip it off his stick. It goes towards the net, but wide. Puck comes up to Jackson on the point. Dumps it back in. Throws it in again, and that's not Jackson. Sorry, that's Daniel. Dylan doing a great job keeping the Dawgs player from getting a breakaway there. Rocky with it, turns, goes back into the zone, dumps it in to chase it. West is gonna move and apply pressure from the other end. Rocky doing a great job battling for the puck behind the net, slowing the Dawgs breakout attempts. And that's gonna do it for the second period. Great period by both teams there. Still a 0-0 bid. So tempted to go interview a ref in the middle of a game sometime. It'd be pretty funny. Odin doing a great job coming in halfway through that period and stopping every chance that got thrown at him. I do love these championship games that the refs are obviously siblings of players.
I know Teddy was one of the refs that are from the game.
And oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's hard in youth hockey. Every club or group has older siblings that's starting to ref, right? We've got Trey. So I love when him and his dad ref together.
Yeah. It's cool that, like, because Lucas has done some refing, but I don't know, he's ended up refing with, like, 2 kids, and, like, he needs somebody to help him.
I don't think they should have 2 kid refs. I think it should always be like, level 4 ref and then a kid.
Yeah, agreed.
All right, let's go Park City going into this third period in a 0-0 game. McCoy taking the center ice face-off to start the game. Dawgs, we saw them set up on this power play or this face-off strategy before. They set a player wide and then move it in deep. Centering pass slides to the crease and goes into the corner. West trying to push it forward. Dawgs are able to slow him up though. Does come out. There goes Quinn. We got a 2-on-1. McCoy's going to drive to the net. Quinn with a great pass to McCoy, but a Dawgs back check attempt stops that pass. Centering pass bounces off Dawgs defense again. Jackson's gonna hold it in, turn, forces it towards the net. Again, that lacrosse player just pulls that puck out of the air. Seamus putting pressure on. McCoy doing a great job slipping in to help out on D. And Quinn, both forwards coming back to help out. Rowan forces it out, and that's gonna become offsides. Refs letting them play. Looking like hockey here.
Come on, West! Come on, Ollie! Let's go, Bridge!
West, Bridger, and Oliver out for the offensive side. Hunter and Dylan playing D. Hunter cycles in behind his own net, looking for an outlet pass. He's going to find space to skate. West picks it up, skates through. Backhand attempt. Dawgs goalie driving in the corner. Oliver picks it up though and keeps it in the zone. Dylan's going to pin it against the boards and not let the Dawgs clear. West's stick is there as well, but it does come out. Hunter's covering already. Hunter's got a great cross-ice pass to Bridge. Bridger sends it across again. Nope, tries to drive it up the boards. Dawgs are there. Hunter regroups in the neutral zone. D-to-D pass to Dylan. There was a Dawgs player there that almost got away with it. West turns, dumps it in for Dawgs to recollect. Good centering pass. Tries to step around Hunter. He does get around him. Great glove save by Odin to keep that in as Dawgs had 2 players crash into the net. Fantastic save to keep it 0-0 here in the third.
Let's go, Miners! Keep playing!
Who's going to tap the keg first and bury a goal? West with it in defensive zone face-off. Dawgs draw back to the corner, throw it to the net, goes just wide. Loose in front, nobody's touching it. Left out in front there, and Dawgs were able to throw a second shot at it. Luckily, it went just wide. Oliver taking some time and moves there. West picks it up in the neutral zone, drives it into the zone, takes a shot. Dawgs defense able to careen it just wide. Oh, great centering pass is going to come back. Jackson should have a little bit of time. Sets up the shot. Hard shot, bounces off of Dawgs defense. Oh, what a goal! Park City getting the first goal of the game here. Oliver Saltzman with a backhand up high into the top shelf. What a shot by Jackson to throw that in from the point. Bounces out in front, and Oliver's camping there to bury it. Ice Miners take a 1-0 lead, 10:35 left. What a goal. Dawgs fighting back right away, though. They will not be caught with their heads down. Hunter rims it around the boards, looking for a clearing attempt. Dawgs player on the point's able to keep it in. Turns, dumps it back in. McCoy bounces it off his shin. Oh, McCoy, the move, he's got a breakaway. Player driving hard to check him up. Oh, McCoy, so come on! The Dawgs player literally had his hand on McCoy's stick as McCoy went to try and move around him. No call there. That was pretty flagrant holding there. Daniel tries to force it in. Dawgs regroup high on the slot. Dawgs in the neutral zone, coming through his speed. Hunter's going to drive him into the corner. He gets around, loses his footing, and throws it from the ground in the front. Somebody do. Odin's going to cover it.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go, Park City.
That holding of the stick call there was pretty blatant. Could have been some sibling love, I'm not sure. Dawgs draw it back to their point. 3 Ice Miners on it, trying to pick up that loose puck and force it out of the zone. It does come out. West with speed, just getting slashed at by this Weiss player. Hard shot, goalie drives it wide. Chips up loose, Jackson with it again, turns, fires, bounces off of a Dawgs defense and goes just wide off their skate. They've got it in behind the net. Oh, hard high shot from low in the zone. Rowan with it, spin move. Dances around a couple players there. Dawgs hold it from behind the goal line, try to move it up. Rowan's gonna bring it back out of the zone and just possess it. Wait for us to check in offsides, drives to the net. Low angle shot again, and Carter's able to hold that. The Dawgs goaltender getting a glove on it. I saw Bill's camera pointed towards the action when McCoy had that stick held. I hope he has a good picture of that player just holding his stick up. That'd be pretty awesome.
The only way you can stop McCoy.
Right? Dawgs with it in their own zone. 8 minutes 38 left in this 1-0 game. Ice Miners in the lead. Dawgs looking to exit their zone with it. McCoy battling for it and comes out with the puck. He's going to turn, try to create some time and space. Chips it off the boards for Bridger. Bridger moves it to the center. Dawgs collect it and regroup. Loose puck in the middle. Dylan with his eyes on that player on the back door ready in case there is a centering pass attempt. They throw it back to their point man, drives it into the corner. Dylan strips the puck from him, leaves it for Oliver. Oliver collects it, makes a step move around him. Moves it up to McCoy. McCoy's got Bridger. He's going to drive the middle, though. McCoy again with a breakaway. Boom! Park City goal! Beat him blocker side up high. Great team there. Ollie forcing the puck loose in the corner and then sliding it up for McCoy. Bridger on the side there, charging with pressure as well. Great job by Park City with now a 2-goal lead, 7:50 left in the third. Coach Matt saying keep the foot on the gas, attack, attack, attack. Neutral zone battle. Weiss comes around with it for the Dogs, dumps it into the corner. Jackson's going to take a moment, slow it up behind the net, look for an outlet pass, bounces off a Rocky skate back into the corner. 3 Ice Miners on it though. West comes out with it. Seamus has it, moves along the boards, tries to chip it up for Daniel. Daniel gets caught up in the ref skates though. Seamus still battling for it. Slips it back for West, who tries to move it deep, but Dogs are in the way. Rocky battling for it along the boards, keeping that puck just moving towards the Dog zone every effort. Great step up by Jackson to stop that first pass, but Ice Miners still coming to the zone, excuse me. Dogs with it in the corner. They've got 2 players out in front. Seamus doing a great job keeping an eye on both. Moves to the high slot. Turns, throws it wide. Odin sprawling over to make the toe save. Great stop. Daniel collects it from behind. He's just going to try and clear that puck, but the Dogs hold it. Rockford taking it to the body and breaking out. We've got a 2-on-1 after Rockford with a great shot block. Drives it to the corner. Turns with it, but West is able to just spin move after spin move behind the net and takes a shoulder to the chest. Dogs go for a clearing attempt. Seamus holds it in. Still loose, up in the air. Nobody's really sure where it's at. And offsides. 6:11 now left in the third. Ice Miners up 2-0.
Let's go, Miners! Let's go, Miners!
McCoy with a neutral zone face-off. Comes back to Rowan. Rowan turns, passes it to McCoy off the boards, who's met with 2 Dogs players, but he still comes out with it. Another high, hard shot, blocker to the corner by the goaltender. Centering pass, what a setup here. Dumps it back in for McCoy behind the net. Comes to the middle. Quinn buries it. Yes! Park City again. What a fourth line effort. McCoy, Rowan, and Quinn working that puck, hammering it at the goal. I think they probably had 4 shots before it finally went in. I think Quinn's going to get counted for that one. Park City now 3-0 lead, 5:51. Don't count the Dogs out yet. Park City Dogs setting up a face-off here. Move it back. Hunter slides past him. Tonsman with it. Dogs player. Oh, great back check by Hunter to put his stick on that shot and force it wide. Dylan with a great corner battle here. Dogs throw it wide, goes to opposite corner. Comes out loose, should be off of a stick, no ice there. Park City trying to keep it in the zone. Rowan doing. That might be the stick handle of the game. Rowan had that puck tied on a string, pulling it left, right, frontwards, backwards, and then buries it up high.
Keep it up! Keep it up! Let's go, Miners!
Great job by Rowan Adams there to force that puck around and just take his time. Lots of patience, waited for the goalie to go down and then buried it. Dogs coming back though. They're not out yet. Couple of pass moves there. Puck bounces off the Dog's stick as he's out in front. He's low in the corner, goes for a centering pass. Good job by Jackson to interfere with it though. West comes out with it. This ref, man, I'm telling you, he's got to be a sibling. West moves with it.
I mean, they are the older Dogs, right?
Yeah. Would have loved to have a slashing call there, as Wes's stick was literally just thrown out of his hands, probably 5 or 6 feet up in the air, and no call on that. Jackson applying pressure on the Dogs in the corner as they try and look for any sort of bid to throw it to the middle. West goes down with it. Oliver moves through. Jackson picks up the loose puck. He's going to drive forward on his own here. Moves into the corner, throws it towards the net. Goaltender had to make a very close near side save as Jackson moved to use the defense as a screen. Seamus holds it in. West turns and dumps it back in behind the net. Bridger taking a little short of the back here. Dawgs with it, try and force it out. Jackson holds it in, battling in the corner. Ice Miners trying to change on the fly. Great pressure by McCoy in the corner just to contain that puck. Throws it towards the net. Oh! Did that goalie get a stick on that? Wow.
Another hit.
McCoy throws it high, bounces out into the Dawgs, maybe off his helmet. He just holds it.
Jump, Bridger!
Hunter circles. He's got time. Throws a shot towards him. And that's in. Hunter buries it again with a skate right, shoot left. What a move. Ice Miners starting to open it up, whether the refs like it or not. I saw him on the ice. I didn't see the actual hit. Yeah. Dawgs with the neutral zone. Try to move it forward. Daniel says no. They battle for it. McCoy and Rocky move it forward. Dawgs in their own zone. Look for an outlet pass. Move it off the boards. Just out of reach out of his forward. McCoy picks it back up. Turns, circles along the boards. Creates some space. Uses Rocky almost as a screen there to keep the Dawgs defense from being able to get to him. Finally going to get a call for real. Amazing. Ice Miners on delayed penalty. Hunter with it. Chips it towards the net. Bounces all the way in for a shot on net. Daniel has it. Controls it in the corner. Centering pass. It's loose. McCoy picks it back up. Throws the backhand towards it. They can play it out, so they have to control it. West with it. Throws it towards the net. And that should finally be a whistle. And Ice Miners will go on the power play. .225 left, 5-0 lead for the Ice Miners. Gonna call for checking. Time for a Park City power play. Let's see what we've got out here. Wes Goldberg, Rowan, and Quinn. Park City moves with it. Everybody battling for that puck. The Dawgs have it, and they're going to clear. That's going to go off the boards and down for an ice, though. I feel bad for this one more mature ref, and he's really reffing the game by himself. Must be because we're in a 5-goal lead. Hey, is it run time? Okay, thanks. So the clock is going to continue to run now because of the goal differential. I think once you have a 5-goal lead, it kind of turns to run time. I've heard of Dawgs, getting put out of their misery, but hopefully this is a little more humane than what they do to old Yeller. Dawgs come through, dump it in, goes off of a player. It should be a neutral zone face-off. 1 minute, 15 seconds left in the game. Park City looking like they may have secured another championship bid here in this tournament. Undefeated and probably the best goals against average that we've ever had in a 4-game tournament. A little bit of confusion on where the face-off is by our defenseman. We lined up offside, but they still dropped the puck. Dawgs with it, looking for a clearing attempt in the neutral zone.
Oh, Wes, get in there, buddy.
West moves it. Shot goes just wide. Dawgs with it. 38 seconds left as they try to clear the zone. Dawgs turn, look for a pass out. Pressure by the Ice Miners, though. Rowan with it. West kicks it forward and battles. Dawgs dump it towards the net. Hunter's not going to let that go either. Hunter with it. Turn, cycles. Come on, cheer for the last 10. Rowan turns, cycles, throws it towards the net. Park City winning another championship banner here this weekend. Don't you dare throw your helmet. Thank you. My kid throws his mask. He's going to have some words. Great job by Park City Ice Miner. Thank you, Dawgs, for hosting us. Great games by both teams. I think Park City knew Dawgs were going to come out with a lot of fight in them after yesterday's game, and they had an answer for sure. Good game. Thank you, parents. Thank you, kids. Thank you, teams. Thank you, Utah Hockey Association. We'll see you guys in a couple weeks for the next tournament. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice job, Carter!